Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to talk to you guys about Shaman King's episode 45 and episode 46. Now, call me Crazy Milonakis for not doing episode 45 last week. I was kind of lazy and I was kind of not looking hard enough about the subbed episode, and then episode 46 just came out today, so I thought just doing both of them might be simple. So if anything else, let's start with episode 45. We have to it that Ren attacks Yo with a lightning strike, but apparently Yo stands back up, and we have to it that the shaman fight between teams Ren and Yo's team ends up being interrupted or stopped by Lyserg, which apparently he came back stronger from hell, that kind of thing. We get to see Gandara having to withdraw from the episode, etc. So that pretty much means there's four shaman. There's the four shaman teams, which is the X-Laws, teams of Ren, Yo's team, and Hao's team, And we have to eventually, after much strange significance or something like that, they end up having to stop, And then we get to see a scene with Hao talking with, Yo and the others, about the situation. Especially when it comes to Manta's father whatsoever, and having to, bring in some stinking warships whatsoever to, interfere or interrupt the shaman fight whatsoever. Because someone was a mole or a rat inside the ranks, which apparently is Manta's stupid damn butler. Or whatever the hell he is, I don't care. As the episode continues on, Hao does tell Yo that this is your fault for involving an outsider into the shaman fight, man. So, you better learn how to take better responsibility or find out how to, how to fix this up whatsoever, Then the episode, on episode 45, ends off with, everybody watching at the beach with Hao and the others seeing what Hao can do, And we have to it that Hao tells Yo to watch carefully because this is the only time I'll be working with you as a brother in arms, Eventually, and when it comes to episode 46, which I'm gonna go into right now, we get to see that how I'm gonna tell you right now without a lot of detail how easily dispatches everybody on that ship whatsoever, Especially maybe Manta's father, which he has a nasty or sour relationship with him, etc. Now, that was the only first half, involving Hao defeating everybody, etc. And then now the second half comes about where everybody reaches the very underwater city of Mui or something. M-I-U, I believe. That's the word for it. We had to it that Yo's team, along with everyone else, decided to withdraw from the shaman fight because there's no point, I mean, if they even fight against each other right now, it will be all pointless. So they all decide to team up together to go against Hao himself, And then we had to it, that's where the second half begins. Hao gets ready to go to become the Shaman King, and the others get ready to possibly interfere with Hao's transformation to Shaman King, etc., However, we have to it that Lucas ends up showing up, and Marco and Lucas end up clashing against each other, and they end up talking with each other about how justice works. And when it comes to justice, it can always mean a lot of things for a lot of people, how they want to justify their own actions, Everyone has their sort of justice, and then they always brand out these guys as the outsiders, and they're the cause of the problems of their suffering, I don't know, that kind of thing. But we have to, eventually Marco says he found his own justice, and that's finding love, Eventually, Marco and Lucas ends up getting killed by a certain bullet that, maybe Lucas or Marco shot towards each other, And we have to it that Lucas and Marco go on to the afterlife, and then they tell the young ones it's up to them right now, And we have to it that, Lyserg is in mourning right now, but one of the, I think Ryu or one of our comrades tell Lyserg not to be in grief right now, because we have a different mission to do. And we see Opacho with Lyserg having to say, hey, I want to see Hao-sama, can you bring me with you? And we have to it that Silva shows up and gets ready to fight against the team, Against, Yo, Ren, Lyserg's team, etc., that kind of thing. You guys get the cue whatsoever, Pretty much, in this episode, after the fight with Marco and Lucas, which apparently ended with both of them dying, we have to it that Silver shows up and gives them a very nasty, tough fight, that kind of thing. And preview of next episode is called Plant, So, episode 45 involves the rest of the fight with, teams of Ren and Yo's team, but gets interrupted by Lyserg as they decide to, stop the fight because there's no point. Gandara ends up having to, withdraw from the Shaman tournament, so allowing the four teams, Hao's team, Yo's team, Ren's team, and X-Law's team to go to the next round of the tournament, you know? Eventually, you know, there's a scene with Hal talking to them about the situation with freaking Manta's father, blah, 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 which I don't care about because he's a douchebag. And then, like, Hal ends up easily dispatching the battleships all too easily when it came to, like, the next episode, which is episode 46. And then, like, the second half begins with Hal being crowned the winner because Yo's team and everyone else withdraws, decide to team up with each other to, like, take out Hal, you know? And we have to it that Lucas and Marco ends up clashing against each other, and then it ends with both of them being killed, and they end up going to the afterlife. And then Yo and his friends and the other teams whatsoever ends up having to, like, continue their path to Hal with Apache coming along, and then we see a scene with, like, Silver showing up and getting ready to, like, clash against them, you know? And the episode ends off there. Preview next episode is called Plan. So again, sorry if I didn't do, like, the summary of last week's Shaman King episode, which obviously it's not like it's getting a lot of reception and care, you know, because that's what my channel is most of the time. So yeah, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Ta-ta-da!